Hi everyone, this is AFCRDTV and welcome to highlights of AFC Rushden Diamonds against Histon from the Red Insure Cup on Tuesday evening. So for this contest, the Diamonds predictably put out a weakened lineup, and it would be Histon who would take the lead early on. Some slightly loose defending from the Diamonds, not being able to clear the ball, and Sam Ives converted nicely to give Histon the lead within the first minute. And more very dangerous defending from the Diamonds invited Histon's Freeman to double the lead, although he could only hit the outside of the post. But more very loose defending from the Diamonds would set up Michael Meacher. And he placed the ball nicely past a pretty static Vitu in the Diamonds goal to double Histon's lead in just the third minute. Diamonds would try to hit back, Dom Lawless giving a starting berth up front, but he was off target before so too was Scott Joseph. Now before Sam Ives went over with an ambitious chipped effort. And then Diamonds would have a couple of opportunities go wide. That one from Dan Quigley, who fairly quickly followed it up with another effort off target. And then so too Lawless with another effort that did not test the Histon goalkeeper. Finally, Joseph would sting the palms of Guerra in the Histon net. And that before an optimistic effort from James Harvey went over. So at half-time, AFC Rushden Diamonds 0, Histon 2. Harvey looked pretty sharp in the second period, going just wide there. Before a Lawless effort was stopped on its way to goal. And quick feet from Harvey would set up Lawless again, although that went wide. And that before Guerra was able to get involved with a save from Courtney Herbert. More opportunities would come for Histon, including this audacious effort, which almost deserved a goal. Before neat work from Histon's midfield set up this opportunity that Vitu was equal to. Eventually Histon would get a third. All the way up from defence was Histon's Tilney, who was able to convert there in the 70th minute. For Diamonds were awarded a penalty here, which Dom Lawless was able to get on target and therefore reduced the arrears to 3-1 in the 83rd minute. Before another off-target strike from Lawless. And then a neat finish there from Dovidas Caris for the fourth goal for Histon. Rounded things off in the 89th minute. Full-time AFC Rushden Diamonds 1, Histon 4. Diamonds therefore out of the Red Insure Cup, and perhaps one or two lessons learnt for more important matches coming up. On Saturday, Diamonds return to league action against Potters Bar Town at home.
So I'm here at the Dog and Duck after tonight's 4-1 defeat in the Red Insure Cup against Histon, and it reminded me a bit of Brackley last season. Yeah, very similar, as in give some bad goals away, to be honest, yeah. But you obviously only had 3 starters from Saturday. I think they had probably 9 from Saturday, so that was your thinking, rest a few players? Yeah, it was always going to be a squad game tonight. So yeah, we gave a lot of people some rest and we brought some young lads in who did all right. So there was a lot of positives to take from it, for me personally, and I think anyone at the club, there was a lot of positives. The negatives for me was that we defended particularly poorly at key times and against any team. If you give certainly 3 goals, I think the last one was a deflection, went into the boys' path. So if you give bad goals away, you're not going to win football matches. And that was the same as Brackley last season, but we did fight back well, and I thought first half we came back into it strongly. Yeah, I think take the first 4 or 5 minutes out the door when we're 2-0 down from 2, you know, defensively we're all over the place. The next 40 odd minutes I thought we did okay.
and probably had some chances we didn't take. The plan then was half-time was come out second half, step it up all over and try and take some chances and keep the door shut a little bit. Unfortunately, for me, the third goal, we didn't defend well. We didn't shut the ball down, give the boy an easy chance to score, and it makes it hard.
I think it was Dom hit the post as well.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of them nights, weren't it, really? I mean, at the end of the day, you've got to play better than that to win football matches. We knew that. But, you know, the bigger picture is it wasn't a game that was a priority for us. It was important we got some of the boys from the 21 some minutes, which they did. You know, I was really impressed with some of those, so they did themselves no harm whatsoever. Overall disappointed with the result, but I think you have to take positives from it.
So let's talk about some of those players. Joe Ackroyd, we've seen him in the first team before. He did well all through the game. And young player, probably people don't know, James Harvey. Let's start with Joe.
Yeah, Joe, I mean, Joe I've known for a long time. He deserves his chance. You know, he's still a little bit raw, but what he does is he gives us loads of energy. He got some directions at half-time to hold his shape better and not go chasing around the pitch. And he used the ball well second half, and I thought, you know, he proved that he's a 17-year-old boy who's learning his game and desperate to play for this club, and he'd done himself no harm whatsoever.
And tell us about James Harvey, because as I said, not many people will know about him.
No, me included. I mean, he's obviously come through the 21s this year, had good reports, said he got good feet, and you know, he didn't disappoint tonight. I thought it was quite exciting, to be honest, to watch him. You can see he's a good footballer and he looks like he's got a good future.
I know some of the players here on the hospitality were quite excited by him.
Yeah, no, I was. Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get him more ball, perhaps. But yeah, when he got it, he looked a good footballer, very tidy, quite confident. So again, he's another young one. So again, that's another positive, isn't it?
Special mention for Courtney. I thought he did really well and deserved his man of the match. Although I thought Dan Quigley, even though he was battled all the way through the first and second half.
Yeah, I mean, Courtney was one. He played for a reason. Him and Scott, they need fitness. You know, they're not quite there yet. I thought Courtney moved a lot better tonight than he did Saturday, so I think that's a massive plus. Yeah, he worked his socks off, because at that stage when it was 2, you know, when you go down that quick, you can go under. I didn't want to get beat heavily against anyone, certainly not tonight. And the likes of Courtney and Dan, I thought, were excellent and steadied the ship a little bit and give a chance to the young ones to bed their way into the game.
And you can still get Gilly back to come and play for us when you need him.
Yeah, Gilly's Gilly, and he's doing a good job here at Wellingborough, but it was an opportunity for him to come and play again. He loves playing for this club, so, you know, it was a chance for him to come, and he's come and played again tonight.
So let's put that behind us, and I know people want me to ask you about the FA Cup and the forthcoming Barwell, and I know I was watching the draw and looking at the teams who we could have played. I suppose we have to be pleased with it.
Yeah, so my initial reaction was disappointment, because I was looking for a big club, either away or here. But then the longer it synced, you know, we didn't get one of those. We got Barwell. The more people I've spoke to and the more I've looked at it, it's a winnable game, isn't it? It's another great opportunity for the club to progress. So that's now the aim, as obviously it would have been whoever we played, but it is a possibility. As I said before to someone else, I'm sure they'll be thinking the same, because we're a step below them, but we know we can compete with teams from a level above, and it's up to us to be ready for that game.
And I think we'll have a few fans with us on that day.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really important. It makes a big difference to the players. If you get a good fan base, which we've got, and they nice and loud, it really helps them. So we'd like a lot to go there. It's not far, so hopefully we'll have a good following.
So 2 cup competitions we've talked about, but I know you probably think the 2 league games coming up are probably more important, even than the FA Cup. Potters Bar Town on Saturday, then Fleet Town here next Tuesday.
Yeah, 2 massive games really in the league now, because we have to pick some points up. Luckily, I looked at the league, although with a few games behind, we're still not a million miles away. So, you know, we need to keep getting some points in the league, and say Saturday's really important, and then Tuesday will be the same. So for me, as from tonight, you know, it's concentration on the league. The FA Cup will take care of itself. So we had them watched tonight, we'll have them watched again, and we'll have a plan for that day. But for me, the next 10 days are really important. We get some league points on the board.
Andy, well done. Thanks a lot, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, Andy. And now with man of the match, Courtney Herbert. Courtney, well played. I know you worked really hard down that left flank.
Yeah, it was a tough game. They started really, really well. You could see they were hungry from the start, and they're a good outfit. He's got a good side there. We played well. We've got a few young lads in the squad today, which it was a good experience for them, to be fair.
But you can't give a 2-0 lead in the first 5 minutes, can you?
Nah, it killed us straight away, to be honest. It's when you do something like that, it's you're always battling against yourself to try and get ahead, and it was always difficult.
So I know it's been a stop-start season for you this year, but how are you finding it now? I'm
finding it good. Getting back to fitness. This was about getting some minutes tonight as well, and it was a very good game for me. I worked very hard, and hopefully I can add some goals to my game this year.
You had a good chance with a header. Think you should have done better? Yeah,
I do think I should have done better. I could have put it to either one side, but it's a look at the game. What happens? I just didn't catch it right, did I?
So where do you prefer playing? Do you prefer playing down the centre or on the wing, or don't you mind?
To be honest, I don't mind. It's a team game. As long as the whole outcome is that we win the game, or we can try and I can give something to the team, I don't mind where I play, as long as I can help the team out and win.
So you enjoying playing in front of the Diamond fans?
Yeah, I'm loving it. To be fair, it's a very good setup out here, and I'm enjoying it very much.
So I spoke to Andy. I know we got 2 league games, and I know they're probably the main concern for the players coming up. But have you thought about the FA Cup game at Barwell?
Yeah, we have thought about the FA Cup game, but you got to take every game as it comes at the end of the day. So we've got the league games coming up next, and then we've got the FA Cup game. But it's a very exciting prospect for us to get through into the first round of the FA Cup, which hopefully we can do it.
And you know what, the fans like going to away games. We make a lot of noise.
Yeah, and the fans are always great when we go to away games. Got a good set of fans here.
Okay, thanks, Courtney. Well played, mate.
Cheers, thank you.